numbers have gone way up. But believe it or not, he's not the easiest dude in the world to play with. I mean, he's just not. I mean, you know, he's a terrible three-point shooter, and he doesn't care. He'll throw up 10 three-pointers in a game if that's what he wants to do in that game. And I think that no one talks about it, but I think that's a little bit of what Durant was a little bit frustrated with. Sure, he got the ball, and sure, Russell Westbrook did a nice job of running the point at many, many times. But there were also times where he said, I'm going to fire it up from everywhere. So, you know, it just kind of depends. I think one of the biggest keys is Oladipo's got to come into his own. Oladipo needs to be a guy that's going to average, you know, 20 to 25 points a game and, you know, play the defense that he can. And then maybe that'll show Russell Westbrook, hey, this is a place that we could, you know, we might be able to win if we get one more player.
Now that we've had a month removed from Kevin Durant deciding to leave, what's the prevailing fan sentiment? Is there still a lot of anger and hostility, or have they had a chance to look at the big picture and say, all right, we understand why he did this?
Oh, man. I think there's still a lot of anger and hostility. I also think that some of them realize, you know, I've been telling people for a long, long time in here, I mean, because, you know, I'm not from Oklahoma, that when you become a big league city like we are now, this is what it's all about. You know, when a superstar comes to the University of Oklahoma to play football, you know that in 3 years or 4 years he's leaving. Okay? It's not a question of can you keep him. He's leaving. Well, they have now gotten a taste of how pro sports works. And I think that they're getting the hang of it a little bit now. But I think that this Westbrook thing now, you know, I get some calls now that are like, well, you know, Durant wasn't really that good anyway. It was Westbrook's team. You know, and I just look at them like, yeah, okay, whatever. Because they're trying to figure out a way to graft themselves to this team. But I think as far as Durant is concerned, I mean, they should have put him in the Oklahoma Hall of Fame last year. I said it when it happened. I thought it was ridiculous and stupid. And by the way, they're putting Westbrook in this year. Is that it? But I think that if there was a chance, fellas, I think that people would like to take him out of the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, Tim Trader from WWLF Sports Channel. Oklahoma City Hall facility. Now, Jim, I grew up 10 miles away. On the right side of that border, like on the south side of the Texas border. So I know what you mean about that sentiment. I actually was shocked, though, that you said that it's Oklahoma City Thunder basketball has arrived to the level of Oklahoma City football. That's close. That's a big statement.
But dude, it's close. I mean, you guys have seen the crowd. I mean, let me tell you something. Oklahoma City's crowd is one of the best in the league. It's not the best. I mean, it is crazy. These people love it.
Well, is there any sense you said there's this idea that we live in this rental world? We get Oklahoma football players for 3 or 4 years. We've got Durant for a limited amount of time. Maybe we'll get Westbrook for a limited amount of time. Does that lead over to commitment to the franchise? Is there a sense that among fans that we have this franchise forever?
I don't think anybody thinks they're going to lose the franchise. I will say this: it's going to be very, very interesting down the road if they want to lose Westbrook. What happens to the actual crowd that I was talking about? Listen, it'll never get to the level of Ocean football because you know these people are psychotic about Ocean football. It's just it's unbelievable.